A very good evening, everybody. Very good evening to the voters of Fengshan SMC and East Coast GRC. How are you? It's a very special occasion for me here at this place in Bedok. As you can see, the flats behind me, that is Fengshan. So on behalf of the Fengshan residents, I welcome you to Fengshan. I would like to take the opportunity to thank the many kind residents of Fengshan who are very encouraging and extended their hospitality to me in the last 9 days. And also they have extended very kind hospitality to my team of volunteers as well. Thank you very much. 各位凤山选民，各位东海岸选民，各位新加坡同胞，大家好！非常感谢大家今天来到乌洛体育场。今天我很高兴能够在这里跟你们致辞。这里就是凤山，欢迎你们到凤山。我借此机会想感谢凤山居民这9天来对我跟我的志工团的招待、欢迎和支持，谢谢。I will first speak in Mandarin before I speak in English. 我的名字叫陈立峰，我是凤山单选区的候选人。过去4年来，虽然我没有机会在此为你们服务，不过我曾在阿育尼集选区协助费沙和陈秀茂议员每周接见选民的活动，帮助起草信件，同时帮忙负责后港法律诊所，以协助在阿育尼、榜儿东和后港的居民的法律资讯。我希望会利用这些基层工作的一点经验，来为凤山的居民服务。在过去2年来，我在东海岸和凤山的家访中遇到许多居民向我提出了各方面的问题，如在凤山，如大那梅拉地铁站有一边没有电梯，老年人上下不方便；还有在新邦bedok东围列破车问题，以及在大排180多座的艺文直升等问题。如果得到你们的支持，进入国会，有效管理市政会将是我的首要任务。我也会更加勤备地做家访，多了解你们所关注的问题。除了管理市政会，更重要的是在国会为你们发声，为响应到你们衣食住行的政策发言。我们的公共交通、医疗设施、主务政策、人民的公积金、人口政策等等，对我们的孩子，还有我们的后代子孙，都有着重大和长远的影响，不能够等闲视之。昨天，有一位住在新邦bedok地区的一位居民和我谈起有关本地专业人士、经理和执行人员 PMEs 的情况。虽然立法规定雇主聘请员工要以本地人为先，但事实上，本地员工在寻找工作时常常吃亏和遇到不平等的待遇。 你们需要一个为你们的利益发言的人。很遗憾的，代表凤山区的国会议员，过去4年来在国会里金口不开，一句话都没说。你们在国会里宝贵的4年，很冤枉的都被浪费掉了。今天，小弟毛遂自荐，请你们支持我，把我送进国会，为你们发声，好不好？人口白皮书是全国人民最关心的课题，也是人民最担心的。住屋、公共交通、学校名额等等，都使到我们大家感受到人口增加的压力。2013年，白皮书法案在国会提出时，虽然有行动党议员表示并不同意，但是在投票表决的关键时刻，在场的行动党议员全部投票赞成。在野党力量微薄，无法阻止法案的通过，所以我们需要更多的在野党议员进入国会。我们需要多一点工人党的议员进入国会，监督、制衡我们的政府。这样，我们才能确保国家政策符合人民的利益，让我们民众。让我们人民掌握民权，把握我们的未来，你们说好不好？9月11号，请投我陈立峰1票，请投工人党1票，让我做你们的大议士。请投工人党1票，掌握民权。把握未来。Dear voters of Fengshan SMC, East Coast GRC and fellow Singaporeans, I am Dennis Tan Lip Fong. I am your candidate in Fengshan. At our first Workers' Party rally on 2nd of September, I say it's important that we have opposition MPs to provide checks and balance, and to speak up for you in Parliament. If elected, I will definitely be speaking out for you in Parliament. Today, I want to talk to you about how I intend to serve you locally. In the last 4 years, I was not able to serve you here in Fengshan as I was not an elected MP. But in the last 4 years, I was helping out in grassroots activities as well as weekly Meet the People sessions with Chen Shomao and Muhammad Faisal at Paya Lebar and Kaki Bukit divisions of Aljunied GRC. I spoke with many residents, wrote down case notes for the MPs, and drafted letters on their behalf. I hope that my little experience will be of some use in serving residents in Fengshan. If elected, the cleanliness of the estate and the efficiency of the essential services will be among my priorities. If all the Workers' Party candidates in Fengshan SMC and East Coast GRC are elected, we will run the town council together. We have absolute confidence in our combined management and professional experience to do this confidently for you. We can also tap on the experience and expertise of our other MPs in the other towns. Together with my colleagues from our East Coast team, we have walked East Coast GRC, including Fengshan, for more than 2 years. We did weekly house visits for the HDB blocks, as well as the private landed estate. During the campaign period, my team and I have also tried to visit every flat and every house. I am very sorry if you were not at home when we came by or we have missed you for any reason. If elected, I plan to be on the ground as often as I can, doing house visits and also spending time with you in the market and coffee shops. I think this is probably the best way to know you and to understand your concerns so that I know how to assist you or to voice your concerns and speak up for you in Parliament. During my house visits in Fengshan, I have had many conversations with residents, and I thank them for sharing with me all their concerns. They brought up many issues. Some of the local issues for Fengshan include the absence of ramp and lift access for the elderly and disabled on the Tanah Merah side of the Tanah Merah MRT station, illegal parking problems for residents around Simpang Bedok, the lack of a bus shuttle service at Bedok North Street 2, and persistent dengue risks around the blocks numbered 180-something over there. Policy issues. Residents also shared with me many policy-related issues that affect ordinary Singaporeans. I have spoken on retirement adequacy last Saturday. Today, I will talk about a few more issues. First, let's talk about the Pioneer Generation Package. During my walkabouts in Fengshan, some of the Pioneer Generation residents told me that more should be done. It's not enough. The coverage should be increased. It should go beyond payment for medicine. Also, what are the government's plans for the future elderly, those reaching 65 in the future years? Does the government have similar plans to cover them? What about public transport for our elderly? The elderly in Malaysia, those above 65, they are entitled to substantial concessionary fares at all times of the day for public transport. Why? For a Singapore, which is supposed to be a first world country, why can't we do something similar? Why can't our elderly travel at substantial concessionary fares at all times of the day? The government could also consider extending the taxi subsidy scheme that's currently in place for disabled Singaporeans to our pioneer generation. Whilst the PGP is a long overdue steps in the right direction, we must ensure that help for our seniors do not stop there. We must have a comprehensive approach to make sure that they can 安享晚年. Next, I'm going to talk about a very favorite topic that residents have raised, the plight of the PMEs. Yesterday, as I was visiting residents in the Simpang Bedok area of Fengshan, a resident who is a senior executive in the MNC stopped his car and shared with me his concern about job security for PMEs. It was very kind of him. In fact, many residents talked to me about this issue. It is not uncommon, as many of us will know, for the senior executive of MNCs and foreign companies which set up offices in Singapore to have a preference in employing staff from the same country of their origin as themselves. Is this because we do not have enough Singaporean PMEs who can work in these management positions? If that is the case, why is it that there is a large number of Singaporean PMEs who are forced to go overseas to work? Is the PAP so afraid of the MNCs and foreign companies that they let them do whatever they want? Many local PMEs face competition from cheaper foreign employees on employment passes. There is no clear quota for employment pass holders, unlike S passes and work permits. As a result, employers and frequently foreign companies setting up shop here often do not make genuine attempts to employ locals. The fair consideration framework supposedly set up to ensure that the employers seriously consider employing locals first is toothless. It does not ensure that Singaporeans are not discriminated against. It does not even try to discourage employers from employing foreigners. The period required to advertise for local employees is too short. As a result, Singaporean PMEs, especially those who are of older age and may command higher salary, face unfair competition from foreign workers, especially those who may be willing to work for lesser pay. A friend of mine who is in senior management in the MNC once told me that his company reviewed the fair consideration framework and decided that they did not need to change their employment practices. I think that says a lot about how inadequate the FCF is in protecting the interests of Singaporeans. I cannot understand why the PAP have so little faith in us Singaporeans. Do they think you have no talent? And that is why they need to bring more foreign talent? They want your support, yet they look down on you. If you would like the employment policies to be changed and job security for local PMEs to be enhanced, vote for the Workers' Party and let the Workers' Party continue to put pressure on the government to bring job security back for us. White paper on population. The PAP MPs voted for the population white paper in 2013. In this election, the PAP candidates are all keeping very quiet on this issue. My colleagues have spoken much about this issue, but what I want to remind you is this. The PAP is not going to U-turn on this yet, not yet. With 7 elected MPs in the last parliament, it was not enough to make the PAP U-turn on this. Fellow Singaporeans, if you are against the white paper on population, come September 11, vote the Workers' Party. Send more Workers' Party MPs into Parliament and force them to change their plans. Dear Fengshan residents, there are many more policy issues that residents have shared with me and would like me to bring up. As a WPMP, I would like to be able to go to Parliament and speak up for you, and I hope you give me the chance. Your last PAP MP failed to speak up even once in Parliament in the last 4 years. Now, if you elect another PAP MP, do you think she is going to speak up against the PAP ministers? Do you think she is going to vote against the bills and policies which PAP ministers are introducing? So what is the point of voting one more PAP MP? There are so many issues or policies that need to be resolved, so many problems. So many policy problems created by the PAP government. But instead of spending time and resources fixing the problem, the PAP spend much of their time and considerable resources of the civil service fixing the Workers' Party and our Arjunit MPs. Mind you, these resources belong to our country and our taxpayers, not the PAP. Like in the past, the PAP forgets one important thing. When you try to fix elected representative of the Workers' Party, you are not showing respect to the people who elected them. What should Singaporeans do to a party with no respect for the electorate? Vote them out! Dear residents of Fengshan and East Coast, come September 11, vote for the Workers' Party. Remove the white haze around Bedok, Simei and Changi and bring on a new blue sky. Vote for me, Dennis Tan Let Fong. Vote for the Workers' Party. Together, let us empower your future.